Absolutely.
Wild, man. Yeah. All right, let's shift gears, Tim. Let's jump over to the offensive side of the ball. As obviously we had the Seattle Seahawks in town for the joint practice, and boy, oh boy, I know you guys are probably not getting tired of hearing it, but still pretty awesome that Matthew Golden's still in the show again. So, as I mentioned on the afternoon stream, Tim, he looked really good in OTAs. Jordan Love was bragging on him, saying he looks polished. You guys remember that was the first comments we heard about him. And you go, okay, well, it's just OTAs. And then all of a sudden you get pretty deep into training camp, and it's Matthew Golden's looking good in camp. Well, it's just training camp. He goes out in his first preseason game. I think he ran like 7 or 8 routes, caught a slant. Like, man, looked like it wasn't too big for him. He looked pretty good. That coupled with the coaches sitting him in preseason week 2 because they were sitting the starters tells you everything you need to know. He's considered a 1. He goes out against Indy in joint practice. Plays great out there, was dominant underneath, was absolutely torching, their DBs. And then lo and behold today, man, here we go. Matthew Golden, goodbye. This is at Alec_332 on X. Everybody make sure you go give him a follow. As you can see here, listen to the crowd. Tim, this kid, man, I'm telling you, dude. And the thing that I love about it, first of all, the release package. We've seen him release inside. We've seen him release outside here. A little stutter jab out. Use the hands, clear it. Right here is what I loved. I talked about this earlier today. The DB, as soon as the DB extends his arm and tries to hook his arm, Golden knows it's fair game then. The official's probably not going to throw offensive pass interference. If the DB engages and you engage back, they usually let them fight through that, right? So watch. Grab, get off me, a little separation. Hits the afterburners. I'm out here looking for those people that were saying, I know he ran a 4.240, but he doesn't look that fast on the field. He's running away from everyone on the football field, man.
You're right about the release too. I mean, I know we're watching this on loop, but when you watch him, off the snap here, it's like the right foot and left foot stay where they were lined up at first, and then the move happens so fast and so sudden. By the time the DB right here gets a hand on him inside 5 yards, he's already smoked. He's already cooked up the seam. So I think, like you said, Clay, nobody should kid themselves anymore. This is a starting wide receiver. Matthew Golden, clearly the real deal. And hopefully we get to see a little bit of him on Saturday with the ones for sure.
Here's another angle of that same 9 route that he ran there with the tight coverage.
Oh, perfect. I was wondering who threw the ball, because that was a pretty ball too. So Malik Willis, nice throw.
And this is our buddy Basarsky over at Basarsky Productions. Another angle. Golden just makes everything look so easy. What a dime by Willis. This was actually filmed by Chase.Nits on IG. Okay, so we want to make sure we give credit to him. But it's a better angle right here too to kind of see the release off the left. Bang. There you really see the quickness. Look at the late hands, Tim. Last second, all right? I mean, he almost didn't even put him up. He just kind of kept him close to his body and just a little basket catch. Because some people would see that and be like, man, get your hands up. Catch it with your hands. If he gets his hands up high there, the DB's reading him, and he's just going to swat the hands, right? Play the hands. As soon as they show their hands, play it. But I love how he doesn't even show his hands the entire time. It's
you can see he gets his head around. He look how long he's tracking the ball. That's how he can do that, right? You get that head around, you've already got the DB beat by 2 steps at least. You're tracking that ball. He knows where it's going. The DB doesn't.
Yeah. J. Cole in the chat says, hot take. If Golden stays healthy, he will go over 1,000 yards. I don't think that's so hot of a take. If he plays in all 17 games, and he's doing what he's doing right now, 1,000. Listen, I mean, how many yards would that be on average a game, Tim? I mean, quick math.
Oh, you can't have me doing quick math live. There's
no way.
Let's
go 17. Let's go 1,000 divided by 17. We're talking about 58 receiving yards on average per game. I think he can accomplish that. I do.
I agree.
And
I agree.
It's going to come down to how quick does if he comes out of the gate like he is here in training camp, how quick the teams go, okay, guys, we got to bracket a little bit there. You don't have 9 on the field. You don't have Watson on the field. So we can afford to bracket 22. That's going to open things up for Reed and Tucker Kraft and Romeo Doubs, obviously, which Matt LaFleur had a comment earlier. I'm going to try to pull that up here in a minute, Tim, talking about Romeo. So don't let me forget that before we get off the offensive side of the ball here. So, but yeah, if they until they bracket him, he may have a good, 4 to 6 week span where teams go, all right, let's make sure he can beat us. Let's make sure he can beat us. And maybe you can get those numbers up there. Not that I care about stats anyway. All I care about is the win and the losses, obviously. But I understand what Jay's saying here too. Jay, I honestly don't think that's like a crazy hot take, based off what we've seen so far. So moving along, here's another route he ran. This one equally is nasty, Tim. And this, we've shown everything. We've shown him working the sidelines, working the out routes and everything. We've shown him working the slants, which he's deadly on the slants as well, the whip route, all that. Now let's see him kind of play underneath, work inside out, right, in a red zone drill from the 15-yard line. This one was sent out by Baz as well over at Baserski Productions. Good coverage, stronger hands. Matthew Golden is so great at using his hands/body to box out defenders. Let's watch the rookie work here. Press coverage, right? Jam, look, fight back in, little jab in, out, bang. Look at the hands, man. The hands are just what get me, Tim. Like if we go, let's go have speed here on the catch, right? Just work and work and work. This is a contested catch, ladies and gentlemen. Watch him go up and snag that ball.
And then keep it secured the whole way as he goes out of bounds without being able to get it to the body or to the chest. Just 2 hands on the football protecting it. It's something to see. You're right, man. We talk about the fast feet and all of that, the quick twitch, but I mean, this guy's got absolute magnets for the football when it comes to the hand skills. You got to love it. And the hand fighting, like you said, using the hands to create a little bit of space from that DV and then boxing them out, baby, just like basketball.
Yeah, he's got excellent body control. That was all over the college tape. There's no two ways about that. So, again, man, he's showing underneath. He's showing, everything. Look at that Seattle coach just losing his mind back. You love to see it. That's the look you're looking for right there, guys. Look how pissed off he is, right? Right here. Somebody help me out. Screenshot it, right? I need somebody to screenshot it and go, what are we going to put on there? Put WTF on it, okay? That's all you got to write. WTF with an arrow pointing at this coach, Matt. And we'll make sure we get that tweeted back out. Witherspoon over here going, hey, don't worry, I got cooked all day too. So it's all good. So there you go. There's your little Matthew Golden update. Anything else you want to hit on with Matthew Golden there, Tim? I'm going to try to pull up what Matt said about Romeo Doubs, so we'll have it for the latter part of the show here.
Yeah, I guess I'll add one thing on Matthew Golden. 2025 Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Ooh.
Let's go. There's your hot take right there.
Should we put it on a ticker, Tim?
Put it on a ticker. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a
you know what the rest says. Let's see. Let me make sure I get this lined up in order when we talk Dobby. I want y'all to hear what Matt LaFleur had to say about Romeo earlier today. Really, really kind of put things into perspective. Is a coach speak? I guess it could be, Tim, but I don't know, man. It sounds like our boy Matt LaFleur is all about having Romeo Doubs on the roster. So let's move on to tight end for a second, and then we'll get into Romeo. So sound like the tight ends had a great day, and Tim, correct me if I'm wrong, man, because this training camp, has it not flown by? Like, it's just been crazy how quick it's gone by.
It has. It really has.
Do you feel like Luke Musgrave has had a good camp, or is it just me?
I feel like he's had a better camp than he had last year.
I agree. I was trying to think okay, am I just kind of caught in the moment? Let me think back. What were some of the negative marks on Musgrave? There might have been a couple early in camp, but man, it seems like he's been pretty lights out since then. This is Tucker Kraft. This is Jordan Love to Tucker Kraft in 7-on-7s. Let's take a look at this as Sleeper Packers actually posted this one over on X. Make sure you go give them a follow. And let's watch this play here to Tucker Kraft. He's going to be working off the other side. So we're nub left on this look. Okay, so he's tied in on the left side and over the back of the end zone, butt naked through the trailer park. You notice there's a defender laying over there too. It looked like he might have cooked somebody on that little post route or whatever it was. Maybe it was a dig or a kind of a choice route. But you'll notice at the end here, there is a DB laying over there
Oh yeah.
The guy was supposed to be covering him. So Tucker Kraft looking good out here today against the Seahawks too, man.
I mean, he's a freak. You got someone that big and strong running routes like a wideout. That can be a little intimidating for a corner. I would think, especially in a 7-on-7 scenario. So maybe he slipped on purpose so he didn't get run over by the freight train coming at him. I don't know.
Could have been, man. So here's another tweet. I won't pull it up. I'll just read it. But it says, Wes Hodkowitz, Luke Musgrave has been unreal today. So sounds like Luke Musgrave had a great day. And then Baz has a clip here for us of Musgrave making a catch. Let's see if we can get this one up here. Yeah, Baz said this also came from chase.nits on IG. And let's see if we could pick up Musgrave making a nice grab here. I'm trying to see if he's attached. Yeah, he was attached. A little chip, leak out. Now he's going to – little scramble drill. Look at my man. Oh, nice. That's a beautiful grab right there, man. Let's bring it back to the catch real quick. Watch, guys. It's kind of off the mark. That's a great hands catch back across his body. And by the way, I say off the mark, but watch Malik Willis throwing on the run here, changing the arm angle. Malik Willis had a hell of a camp too, man. Holy cow.
He's so good at that throwing on the run like that. And Musgrave, you're right. I mean, is it just me or does Musgrave look like he put on some muscle? He looks a little bigger than he did last year. He doesn't look like the baby reindeer anymore. And sometimes you look at Tucker Kraft, you see Ben Sims, Fitzpatrick, Musgrave. At a glance, at these guys like very similar builds. We've got some big boy tight ends, and if Musgrave has a great season this year, we're gonna be a force to be reckoned with between him and Tuck Norris there as our tight ends. And then we talked about the camp that Fitzpatrick's had so far too. So this is a good time of year to start get the wheels turning, right?
Yeah, this is a contested catch too, Tim. Look at this, man. He got a hand on his chest and then swatting back at it. Like notice his feet too when he lands. Look how nimble. He
Musgrave stayed on his feet.
Yeah, I mean that. And seriously, look at his feet coming down, square up, bounce back out, get some yak, cover the ball up.
Yep,
that's a good rep there, man. Good rep, and that's 11 on 11, obviously. So,
yeah. And like you said, scramble drill, right? Find your quarterback, get back to the football, give him a target.
Yeah.
Absolutely. See him work across the field like that. Look at him, back cut on the DB. That's beautiful.
And with the way the receiver room is a little beat up right now, Tim, probably going to have to press into 12 in the first few weeks of the season, man. It's good to see Musgrave kind of peaking here for sure, man. As Coach Lynn says, in 12 personnel, Musgrave could be a problem. It's a great point because teams have got to choose. Like if you don't know what we mean by 12 personnel, if you're new here, I apologize. 12 is one running back, two tight ends, okay? That's what that means. So that means that one running back, two tight ends. Obviously, you only got two receivers. So typically a two wide receiver set, when they go to call in the defense from the sideline, they're going to call in a base defense against a 12 personnel, unless you've got a tight end who's just a Jimmy Graham type, or he's going to essentially play receiver. That's not necessarily the case with either Musgrave or Kraft. Obviously, you probably treat it like 12. So when you treat it like 12 personnel, you're going to trigger your 4-3 base or your 34 base. So now the problem becomes who is covering the tight ends. I think it was Wildy on his show while he was live at camp earlier today. He had mentioned that they came out in a 2x2 set out of 12 personnel. And if people are wondering, okay, what does that matter? A 2x2 set, meaning they had four wide receivers. Okay, so they were kind of in that balanced spread, what we call dub spread, right? And the two inside guys were tight ends. So now you got to decide: do you put backers out there? Do you leave an extra backer in the box and bring the safety down to cover him? And that's where the mismatch comes into play. And exactly what Coach Lynn's talking about there. Musgrave could be a problem. Could you imagine? A 6'2". Hell, most linebackers aren't that tall either. Let's imagine a 6 foot or a 6'1" linebacker trying to cover Luke Musgrave, who's 6'5", if I remember correctly.
Oh, we've seen it a couple times at camp, right? We've seen McDuffie running with Musgrave trying to cover. And you're right. I mean, that height and reach gives